Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Friday lunchtime chat. It's been a long time. I hope you all are doing well. We're well into fall, so everybody should be getting all of their woolies out. Stocking caps on the heads, scarves and cowls on the necks. I know I've needed those in the last few days as it's been quite cold here. Cold pretty early for us too. And so my favorite cowl, which is my honey cowl. If you don't know the honey cowl pattern, I highly suggest looking that up on Ravelry. It is a great pattern that you can whip out with a light a light worsted or a DK yarn. Slip stitch, easy, quick, fast, makes such a wearable cowl. Great for hand dyed yarns because it mixes the color up really well. So I've got my tea here and my Make Gloves Not War vintage Not Another Hat mug. This harks way back, maybe to the first year of the shop. I think I might have had these made. Make Gloves Not War. Actually, it's probably around 2007 when we, I don't know, I think, and anyway, I was pregnant with Mallory, I think, when I had these made. So hi, Kim. Thanks for tuning in. I have so much I want to go over today because, of course, it's been a while, so I feel like I have to catch up with a bunch of things. Several new patterns that I've finished and put out there, or brushed up from older patterns. And, of course, I want to give you the lowdown on the amazing book event we had with Marie Green and some fun new stuff we've got coming up for the holidays. So I would say grab your lunch, grab your cup of something, whatever it is you're drinking. If you're on the East Coast, it very well might be wine at 3 o'clock. I wish mine was. It's tea. And let's settle in for a chat. So first up, I want to show you a couple new hat patterns that you might have seen posted out because one of them came out a couple of weeks ago, but I just haven't had a chance to really show you here. This is my Melinda hat. It's a cute little rolled brim hat. And I happen to do mine with a gradient pack of March hair worsted from Wonderland Fab Just Fibers, and we sell these. They release a new color every 2 months, so they're all brand new, one of a kind colorways, and it's so fun. This hat's got great texture. This was inspired by a commercial hat that's quite popular, and one of our great regulars, Melinda, she once sent me a picture and said, I would love to be able to knit this hat. Do you think you can come up with a pattern? I think that was over a year ago. So this hat's called Melinda in honor of her because she's the one that brought it to my attention. And it just takes 200 yards of worsted weight yarn. So you could do this in a solid. You could do this with leftovers. You could do this with a March hair gradient pack, all of the above. And it's fun. It's quick. And it makes a great gift. So if you're looking for some gift ideas for this holiday season, Melinda hat. That's a great one. And then this next hat, this one is actually a redo of a really old pattern of mine that was published in a book called 101 One Skein Wonders. And I think this is the first pattern I ever had published. I'm pretty sure that it was. And it's called the Scalloped Edge Hat. And so here it is. So it's got this cute little I-cord edging, and you start with the I-cord and then you go around and you strategically pick stitches up and cast stitches on in between to start the brim of your hat. So this is done in a super bulky yarn, and so we just re-yarned this up in Rowan Big Wool. You know, it's a classic super bulky option, and since that technique is just a little different where you start with this really long I-cord and then you pick stitches up, I did a video tutorial that I put on our YouTube channel and on our website, notanotherhat.com/videos. And it shows you how to do this I-cord pickup brim so that you can make this. Now this hat is really good for gifts because this thing is about 2 hours start to finish, maybe 2.5 hours if you're a little slower. It is so fast. It's done on size 11 needles. So it's just really fast, fun, quick, makes a great gift as well. So that's the scalloped edged hat. And then let's talk about the book event with Marie. So this was Marie's book that just came out last Tuesday, October 29th. And we were so fortunate to be able to host her launch party here at the shop. And we had a great turnout of about 40 people from near and far all the way from California. Kim takes the award for that. And then Terry definitely gets the runner-up for coming all the way from Eugene. And Terry and Kim met each other at the party, and they worked out so great. Terry picked her up at the airport, and they met for the first time, and they traveled over to Hood River and fast new friends, and made fast new friends with all of us as well. So hopefully both of you can get back to visit sooner rather than later. But we had such a good time. We had all of the samples from the book here, as well as the author, Miss Marie, signing books. And then we have done up my staff, and then Erica from Ink Bags, who also works with Marie. The four of them all made a sample for me for the shop. So we started this whole shebang with 4 samples ready to go on the day that the book launched. And so we had shawls galore up in here, and it was so much fun. There are so many great shawls, all different weights, totally doable. I mean, super chunky stuff if you need to crank out some gifts. Maybe a little more knitting time, like 4. There's one gorgeous, it's the cover shawl, and Erica knit a sample of this for us, and it was in Malabrigo Rios in a very similar red colorway, and it takes 4 skeins, but it is gorgeous. It's big, and you can really wrap it and up and get cozy. Oh my gosh, Kim said that we are her LYS. Oh, that makes my day. That makes my month, Kim. Thank you. That's what we want to be. We want to be your LYS, even if you are all the way in Timbuktu, because we want to be able to connect like this, like we are right now, through a Friday lunch chat, if need be, and feel that connection. I think that's what this is all about, for real. So anyways, yes, if you don't have this already, get your hands on it. We made up a great little substitution sheet. So we've printed up a list of all of the patterns and what the yarn that they call for, and what you could substitute with in our shop that would work for that pattern. And we have several of the yarns that she used. We've got a great stock of the Farmer's Daughter Craggy Tweed, which I think is used in 3 or 4 of the patterns in the book. So we've got all kinds of fun goodies, and I'm dreaming and scheming already. I have not done much knitting, I have to say, since I went on went to a conference with Marie to San Diego. It was a business conference about marketing, etc. And my mind came home reeling with ideas, and it's really truly just been work 24/7 for me, and very little knitting time. I did knit one thing, and I'm going to show you guys in a quick minute. It's going to be a super special sneak preview, and you have to keep it under wraps. Hi, Sarah. Yeah, Sarah, you're definitely one of our regulars, and we all know who you are, even though we don't get to see you very often. So, I have several of these shawls that I want to make for presents, and I know it's already November 8th, so I need to get cranking. Less computer, more knitting needles. That's basically what needs to be my mantra through the end of the year. I just need to wrap up a few things first, and I will tell you what one of those is now. So if you've been around for a while, you probably know we do the 12 Days of Knitmas every December. Kicks off around the beginning of December, usually the first Monday, and it runs for 12 weekdays. And what that is 12 days of something special straight to your inbox. So you want to make sure you're on our newsletter list, so that you get these 12 special emails, and we basically run some sort of special for the 12 Days of Knitmas leading up to Christmas, and they're gifts to you. So it's going to be a great discount on a popular yarn, or maybe a free pattern idea, or a buy one get one kind of special. They're really fun. You don't want to miss it. So head over to our website, make sure you're on our newsletter list if you'd like to get in on the 12 Days of Knitmas. This will kick off December 2nd. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It is every year. I have so much fun putting it together. I've got here's my little spread, my working list of what's going to go on at Knitmas. So plans are being made. So something else I wanted to tell you all about is we have a brand new thing on our website now. You can now create a wish list. What? I know. And you can share that list to people who you think need to know about what you would like for Christmas, or any holiday, or your birthday, or anything. So if you go to our website, you can go to the shopping tab, and it's down on the bottom of that. I think you can also go, I'm going to peek here. Where else did I put that? I just put it at the bottom of the shopping tab. Sorry, it just disappeared for a second. Just go to the shop online. All the way down at the bottom, it says wish list registry, and you can log into your account, pile up your wish list, and then you can choose to keep it private or public. Public wish list would be viewable by somebody else just randomly looking, but it also makes it nice because if you said, oh, just go to Not Another Hat, someone could type in your last name, find your wish list, and then immediately start shopping from it. And if someone buys off of your wish list, like if they put something in their cart that was on your wish list, it'll actually take it off your wish list so that it won't get duplicated. It's really fantastic. I'm super excited that they rolled this functionality out. So we are going to really push the wish list leading up to Thanksgiving so that any of you that have something you would like for Christmas from a loved one, you can get that in there and then they can easily find it. So that's super exciting. I just have to show you really quick. Kara, our regular gal who has turned to being a sewing machine. I mean, she's always sewn, but now she's sharing some stuff here at the shop that we can sell, has started making the most beautiful bags. So check this out. We're calling this the boxy bag, and it is so cute, and it stands up. When you set it down, it stands up really lovely. Beautifully lined. Look at the gold lining. This one's mine. Sorry. There is one more like this, though, if this is appealing to you. Cute little ties with the Kara signature doodly-doos. And then you can just pick it up, plop it in your bigger bag, or just carry it like this. Actually, it would make a great lunch sack, too. So cute. So adorable. They're only $35. They're just ridiculously easy. Or maybe these are $40. I think these are $40. Anyways, we have them in a million fabrics here in the shop if you want to check that out. So I'm about to get back to a project that I set down a while ago. I set this down in early October before I left for San Diego, and I was just tearing through it until I hit a snag with the pattern. It's brand new, and so I had to ask for them to fix something really quick before I could get back to it, and I'm ready to get back to it now, and I really want to get it done and on display in the shop, and that is the Powelton cardigan. How gorgeous is this? This is so much fun to knit. I'm telling you, I did this much here, which is almost to the armholes, but not quite. I did that in a few days. It's so fun. It's on size 8 needles or something like that. And this is out of the new Kelborn Woolens Lucky Tweed. So gorgeous. So this is a traditional Donegal tweed made in Donegal, except it's made with merino. Big key difference. Squishy, delicious. And if you couldn't tell here when I held it up, I'll turn that. I'm going to steek it. Right? So I'm super excited about that. Hopefully those of you that are in the shop will be able to see that on display in a couple of weeks when I get that finished. It's got kind of a shawl collar, bunch of buttons up the front. Very dude-esque, but in a different, stitch pattern. So that one is really great. If you have not got your hands on the Lucky Tweed yet, that yarn is, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I love it already. All right. Before I sign off, I want to give you guys a quick sneak peek on something very special that I did do. So I said I hadn't really been knitting since I went to San Diego. I took a brief time out to make this hat, to design this hat. This is called Deciduous, and it's made out of Malabrigo Arroyo. So that's a sport weight, 100% merino. And this is a new pattern that I've designed. And so it's going to come out at the end of November, but I'm giving you guys a sneak preview right now because this is going to be my Thanksgiving gift to you. So if you're on our newsletter list, you'll get our Thanksgiving message, which I send out every year on Thanksgiving. You'll want to stay tuned to that message. Look for Deciduous. So I hope that all of you are having a beautiful fall. We had the most intense color I remember on the trees in a long time, and it's definitely knitting weather, so yay. And especially now with the time change, it's like dark at like 4 o'clock. Time to turn on the lamp, sit by the fire, and bust out those needles. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again at our next lunch chat. Bye.